You see the problem with Africans? While others are trying to arrange, others are trying to destroy. While others are trying their possible best to make out peace, others are using all of their audacity to scatter every single thing some of us Africans have literally been doing. Now, let it make sense to me that you saw this particular video. It is now that is circulating on your FYP. It is now you choose to react. Why all of this? Why is it that some Africans can never learn to respect people's opinion? You know, the annoying part with people like this is that they want people to understand them, but they do not want to understand where every single person is coming from. What has Black American really done to some Africans? I'm saying some Africans because, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that we should be advocating for as foundational Black Americans and African is unity. We look alike for crying out loud. Look at my afro hair. Let's just leave that aside. But, anyways, welcome back again to my YouTube channel, and I want you guys to honestly watch this video, especially the first clip of this video, and let me know if it really makes sense. And this is why a lot of Black Americans run away, move away, because every little thing, every tiny thing that Black Americans say or do, they will literally rise like principalities and powers. Credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. Thank you for joining my membership and also dropping super thanks. I received my first super thanks of the year yesterday, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. God bless you. Let's dive right into this video.
If you don't have a blue passport, I would never be jealous of you.
If, after 400 years of slavery, gentrification, redlining, lynching, black codes, all you have to show for it is a blue passport, I can never be jealous of you. If you have to kick your men out of the house just to get checks from the government because you are too lazy to work, I can never be jealous of you. I mean, that is why you're raising these two black boys on your own, right? Too lazy to work, but too proud. We can never be jealous of you. Speaking of kids, if 90% of black kids are raised by black mothers and most of them turned out gay, most of them turn out pookies, ray-rays, sexy reds, we can never be proud of you. If you make up most of the CPS calls, Child Protective Services calls, come from the black community, we can never be jealous of you. Speaking of the men, if your men make up for most divorces, right? And for some reason, make up for most stepfathers, we can never be proud of them because that means they would rather take care of a white man's kid than take care of yours. Because guess what? Black kids are overrepresented in foster care. And guess who adopts these kids? Whitey people who are LGBTQ, HDMI, PS5, right? We can never be jealous of you. If your men would rather spend 24 hours slanging dope at the corner store of a 7-Eleven rather than holding down a 9 to 5 to support their families, we can never be proud of you. If you have $1.7 trillion of spending power and still live on food stamps, we can never be jealous of you. If you have $1.7 trillion of spending power but choose to let your kids get into the school to prison pipeline because you want to be stingy instead of putting them into proper schools, we can never be jealous of you. I guess what I'm saying is, if you make up 13% of the population and 50% of the crime, we can never be proud of you. We can never be jealous of you. If you lost most of your land after you were set free from slavery, we can never be jealous of you. If for some reason you're the only group of black people with no borders, no currency, no culture, no language, no tribes, we can never be jealous of you.
I would never respect an opinion from somebody who had to move, hop, skip, and jump countries in order to succeed in life, ever.
Let's face it, right? If you did a little bit more of moving, hopping, skipping, and jumping, you will not look like a Michelin tire. You will not look like big bags because let's face it, if you are the smallest, but for some reason the most obese black community on the planet, we can never be jealous of you. You could use a little bit of that moving, jumping, and skipping. You're out here looking like Oompa Loompa. We can't see your neck bone and you can't see your toes. Your big back probably got belly rolls. Like, what is this? You know the purpose of migration? A lot of you moving back to Africa now. Let's face it, you probably can't afford it because you were flexing a blue passport, which is one of the easiest to get, don't even cost that much. And guess what? A lot of countries use blue passports. A lot of Africans have multiple blue passports. So let's face it, if your value as a black person in 2025 lies on the paperwork the white team man gave you, we can never be jealous of you.
Africans in Africa treat white people so much better than they treat black people. So I just saw another video from another creator, and she is an African woman. She did not tell one lie in her video. Let me tell you how I knew this was true. A couple years ago, I went to Zanzibar with a lot of my friends. We hired a guide. We were just having a time. Most of the time that we had been in Zanzibar, we were with our guide until we got to Nungwi Beach. So at the time, me and all of my friends are Hilton Diamond members, meaning we had the highest status of all of the guests there. It means that we come and we stay and we spend a lot of money in Hilton. Now, at this hotel, I think that we had a drink package. I can't remember the specifics, but the drinks were free. That's important to note. So we're all sitting at the bar, we're ordering drinks, and before the bartender starts to make our drinks, I actually give him a really big tip. And $40 is a pretty good big tip for this area. And obviously you can see that me and all of my friends are black. After we had all placed our orders and gave this man a tip, another guest of the hotel came right after we had made our order, came and sat down. Of course, he was Caucasian, and the bartender made his drink before he made any of ours. No tip, no nothing. But this is the first time that my experience has actually been validated.
I've been seeing a growing number of videos from Caribbean and African immigrants apologizing to Black Americans. They say that we all need to be more considerate, more respectful, and more grateful that the efforts and the struggles of Black Americans allow us to benefit from living in this country. And I absolutely agree. I think that acknowledgement matters, and I think that sentiment matters. But the thing is, that story stops short. Because those same people go on to say how lucky they are, how lucky we should all be that we're able to leave our feeble little developing countries for the chance to pursue greater opportunities here in the United States. They don't go as far as questioning nor stating the conditions that made it necessary to leave in the first place, or the conditions that has positioned the United States as a so-called land of opportunity. They don't question who engineered those conditions, who benefited from those conditions, who is benefiting from those conditions, what forms of corruption and exploitation and plunder make it such that dignity and survival felt accessible, felt possible only through leaving. That part keeps missing, and it's intentional. And without it, we risk circulating and rehearsing half-truths, because it's not just immigrants that need to be doing this interrogation. It is Black Americans too. When these videos gain enough traction, they're met with comments like, finally, someone who understands our struggles, finally, someone who sees what we've done for this country and who recognizes it, and someone who understands that we've fought for this. And that reaction is valid because it's emotionally guided and it's rooted in truth. But the truth is not complete, because rarely do people pause to question how American exceptionalism has conditioned all of us, including Black Americans, to center the United States as the end-all in this narrative. No one pauses to question why we are the ones apologizing to each other when we're occupying a system that we were not complicit in creating in the first place. A system whose architect is stealing from every single one of us, who is extracting from all of us in broad daylight while we're left engaged in mindless quibbles. For what? Cultural clout? What? And I understand that those videos are intended to facilitate progress, to facilitate connection, unity, recognition. But progress, true progress, requires that we hold the full picture, that we hold the whole picture. Not just the respect, not just the apology, but that tension that recognizes that our interconnected struggle is a consequence of a global structure that is rooted in our collective exploitation.
It's 2026 and the Africans still have the same problem that they had in 2025. It seems that they just don't understand that Black Americans have our own ethnicity. We part of the same racial group. Let's use the Asians as an example. You have Cambodians, Japanese, Vietnamese, Chinese, Korean. Are they the same? No. Ask any of them if they're all the same? They'll say no, but they're all Asian. Why is that so hard to put that context into our group? We're all black, some are black, but we're all not the same. Even in Africa, village to village, no one is the same. They will tell you that. So why is it a problem when a black American gets on this World Wide Web, tells you we're not the same? Why is that? That is taken as disrespect. It's very confusing because no other groups go through this except for us. Why is that's a question for you guys, not me. I know the answer already, but I want you to get those gears ticking and thinking to understand what I'm actually trying to say. Africans don't care about Caribbeans saying that they're not African. They don't care about the UK blacks saying that they're not African. They only care when black Americans say that they're not African. Why is it a problem? Especially when we come in peace. We come in peace. We say, hold on, we're not the same. We brothers and sisters and cousins and all of that, but we're not the same. We have our own ethnicity, our own culture. We speak English. We have our own customs, especially here in America. Why is that such a problem? You might say, what problem is this man speaking of? Go to my last 2 posts about this subject. 5 black women at MIT. Look at the comments. The Africans are going crazy, telling me that I look Zimbabwean, Ghanaian, that country. They don't even know what I look like. That's because I don't look like none of them. Black Americans have a distinctive look. So do some of us look really, really African? Yes. And we have people that are part of the Black American diaspora who damn near look white. And then we have people of every shade in between. That's because we have a diversity. Am I saying that black people are not African at all? No, I'm not one of those people. What I'm saying is I understand through this 490 to 500 year period that we've been off the continent doing what we do best. We have a lot of different ethnicities and races mixed into our DNA, which gives us this look that we have. Some of us look like me, some of us look more on the African spectrum, and some of us are more to the white spectrum. It is. But last but not least, Africans are claiming that I want to be white. There is nothing about me that wants to be white. Stated that, I have never said anything of the sort. So Africans, I hope I spoke clearly so that you can understand that there is no hate and there's no debate. We are brothers and sisters, but we're not the same. We've been separated for a very, very long time. That's okay. Your ancestors won the battle. My ancestors won the war. Because at the end of the day, you guys are trying to get over here with me and my people.
They only speak English over in America. Let that sink in. That's our language. What's wrong with that? Everybody don't talk like. Nobody don't do that. Like, what y'all think? Click. That's all y'all saying. Like, who cares about language? I don't care about what you speak. You can speak 100 languages, but I don't live in impoverished areas like y'all do. And I got likes. The only thing I can give y'all don't. Only 1% of y'all open defecate in y'all country. I give y'all that. But y'all finna have a big open defecation problem soon, though, out there.
Disrespect a black
I have
American.
already apologized to the black Americans for all the disrespect that the island people, the Africans, the Spanish people, all of us that are in America, all the people that we know we're not white, but some of you still think you're white. But I have apologized to black Americans because we have disrespected them. We have disrespected them. All our immigrants, we have disrespected them. They are right. They have been fighting and fighting and fighting. That is why we were even allowed to come to America. And yet still we disrespect them continuously. West Indian people, island people, Africans, Spanish people, wherever you are, from South America, from DR, from Puerto Rico, wherever you are, we have disrespected black Americans. And we don't understand that they are right. They have been fighting. And it's because of them why we were even allowed to come to America. We have to cut out this shit. I don't want to see none of this shit anymore on social media. We are fucking one. We are all fighting for the same cause. We are all fighting for the same cause. We are all black. Do you think that the system see us as any different? We are the fucking same, and they have been fighting for us, for black people. So cut that fuckery.
Everybody owes black Americans an apology. When I say everybody, I mean everybody except Native Americans. Every other demographic owes black Americans an apology. Now it's obvious that the white demographic owes us that, and but I'm specifically talking about immigrants. I'm specifically talking about Latinos and Asians and Indians and Chinese and some Vietnamese and some Africans. Y'all owe us an apology. And here's why. I'm seeing video after video. In the last 24 hours, I have seen video after video of Latino women either crying or coming to a reality that if it was not for black Americans, and it infuriates me. It infuriates me, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me preface it by saying, though, that I'm Generation X, and I have some Latino people in my life that I love. And also, I have a direct, I've been directly affected by deportation in my own world, different reasons. I'm American, though. I'm African American, born here. My whole family line is from here. But I know what deportation is about, and I know the effects of it. So I am empathetic with the process. But it is hard for me to be sympathetic when I realize that everybody shitted on us. Every demographic shitted on black people. Black Americans. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton begged y'all in the 90s to join us. Jesse Jackson begged. I remember living in Chicago, and he was on all the different TV stations asking for the black and brown community to come together so that we could unite, so that we could get more things done, blah, blah, blah. And even to this day, black leaders, people with positions, they always say black and brown. Whenever it's a black leader talking, he or she says black and brown, the black and brown community. I don't recall seeing Latino leaders say black and brown. They say brown. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know every Latino, but I don't see it. Do y'all? Black people have always tried to include everyone. We have this empathy in our souls. We have this. That's why we have not done what white people have always thought we were going to do after slavery. We are literally a peaceful people, even though they paint us out to be thieves. They paint us out to be so violent. We're not. But I'm just struggling with my empathy because y'all at the finding out part of the fuck around. And I just remember so many times Latinos being, and back in the day especially, being very racist towards black people. Y'all was. Y'all know y'all can admit it. Put your pride to the side. You know I'm right. Now y'all Korean Americans, oh. Y'all shitted on us big time. Y'all shitted on us royal. Y'all took a royal ass dump on black people. Y'all came over here, opened up beauty supply stores. Okay, fine. That's fine. You don't give back to the black community. You've gotten rich off us. You followed us through your stores, especially back in the day in the 90s and early 2000s. You couldn't even go in there without them following you, blatantly following you. You called the police, falsely accused us for stealing. Y'all always thought we stole. Y'all hired Latino women in y'all beauty supply stores so that you can reduce the possibility of theft, or either y'all hire guys so that you can reduce the possibility of theft, because literally Korean American, y'all some of the most racist people out here. If y'all could put the security button thing to sound the alarm on bobby pins individually, y'all would. Y'all got them damn anti-theft things on everything in the store. Now I can't blame y'all all 100%, because guess who buy y'all shit? Black women. And unfortunately, we made y'all rich. But I will say this, it's not like black women didn't try to have our own beauty supplies. Y'all stopped us. Y'all had warehouses that y'all got together. Y'all bought in bulk from China. Y'all bought hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of beauty supply stuff so that and forced us out of it. Y'all know y'all did that. And if you're a second generation Korean American that's tied to a beauty supply, you know that's true. You probably are a little bit more open-minded than your parents or your grandparents, but you know this is true. And I wonder, will you admit it? Will you admit it? Will you apologize? Will y'all change? Because here's the thing. Unfortunately, and this pisses me off, y'all just now seeing what black people been seeing for centuries. Did y'all think we was lying? When we told y'all, when you learned about discrimination and racism and this and that, like I used to see all of so many Latino people taking out for Trump in the election time when it was Kamala this and Kamala that. Are y'all excuse me. I will end this video by saying y'all are on the find out part of the fuck around, and we all are going to have our turn because we have a monster in office. But we do need to somehow get together, and I believe that black people are allowed to take time to rest and to figure out how we want to move around, if we want to include y'all, because yes, together we can make a lot more moves. But right now, I don't know if anybody else feels like me. I'm just literally like, I can't believe y'all didn't hear us. I can't believe y'all didn't give us homage. I can't believe y'all didn't recognize the way in which y'all got to come in this country and build off the backs of black people and not give us our credit. And then also be white adjacent and think that y'all was better than us. I need to heal.
I'm trying to figure out how to say this as nicely as possible, but Africans, what is the obsession with Black Americans, right? Because there's grievances on many different levels: education, money, where you're from, what language do you speak. I've come to the conclusion that all of the questioning and the BS is coming from y'all side. What is going on where you guys just can't understand that we're not immigrants? You don't understand that we can't be deported from America. You don't understand that we've been here for 490, almost 500 years. We don't have nowhere else to go. This is where we're from. We're not going anywhere either. And our government doesn't want to kick us out of this place neither. I'm trying to understand genuinely why it upsets some of you that I cannot be deported, right? Why does it upset you that I have not experienced what you've experienced on your journey from, pick one of the 54 countries, all the way up until you got to America or Europe? You guys are right, worrying about shit that you shouldn't be worried about. I'm not you and you're not me. I'm a real nigga and you're not. You're African. I'm part of the group who leads the world in culture. That's my ethnicity. That's my group of blacks. You should worry about what your group is going through, where your group has to go. The same way that Black Americans don't think twice about a single fucking African. And I say that with all due respect. We don't think about you guys. We don't think about anything that's going on over there. But you do have Africans who are in Africa right now, in one of those 54 countries, with a fucking, what's them phones called? With an Android, watching our every fucking move. Not only watching, but critiquing. You guys are worried about the wrong things. We're not immigrants. We can't be deported. We are American. We're not going anywhere. Stop hating on us, please. It's about to be 2026 in about 5 days. It's a new year. You stop hating on Black Americans, please.
People in America is upset that immigrants are scamming the United States of America. They upset. They mad as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
I be hosting lives, motherfuckers mad, right? I be reading news articles, motherfuckers are mad. I go on YouTube, motherfuckers are mad. Everybody mad, right? But me, I don't care. I never cared about them people scamming the government. Never cared. I promise to God, never cared at all. You know why? Because racism in America caused this. It did. Racism caused all this shit. See, white supremacy is so strong that they want to give us hardly none of those funds or even have access to none of those funds. I'm not saying black Americans never had access to it, but they sure didn't make it easy for some people that I know personally. Just think about it. They would rather funnel money to immigrants. The Democrats and the Republicans, they'd rather funnel money to immigrants than funnel money to the black Americans. Racism will have the United States bankrupt. Let me rephrase that. The hatred for black Americans is so strong that America always been willing to bankrupt America. They'll do anything to make sure black people at the bottom. So by me seeing all these things, I'm happy about it. I ain't mad at the immigrants getting the money. I'm not. Because if America would have treated the black Americans right, and not try to put their foot on our necks, not try to have us jumping over hurdles to get things, not destroying our communities, not putting all these false propagandas on us, these false propagandas about us, they never did none of those things. Not saying they had to be perfect. Discriminating against us, against some of these government grants. People that I know personally was trying to get grants, but they'll give it to the immigrant before they give it to the nigga. Now look at them. Now they feel the way that billions and billions and billions of dollars has been, swindled. All because of racism. All because they didn't want black Americans to get a foot up and live a great life. Think about all that money that could have been done. Even we just had a half of the amount that they was receiving, we would be on a whole nother level. But so, in other words, I gives two fucks about the motherfucking scamming. Because it's America's fault. It's the racism of America that they had against black people is the reason why they getting their karma. Anyway, y'all be safe.
Years in Africa, if they keep doing what they're doing right now, another 20
So you've been keeping up?
America, Europe, all the countries out there are going to be begging just to kiss Africa's ass.
That's true.
What? I love that.
Yeah. 20 years, just watch.
Yeah.
As long as they keep fighting for themselves and not everybody else, stop fighting for everybody else. Fight for yourself, Africans. Fight for yourself. Everybody else can kiss your ass. 20 years, 20 years, you guys, your money, your denomination, your religion, your history will be in every school. Just wait and see.
Oh, man.
Just wait and see.
I love
Wait and see.
Yo.
They won't hide it no more. They won't hide it no more. They're gonna be like, hey, you know, the world really did start in Africa. Yeah, you know. They really didn't have the blonde hair and the blue eyes. They were really black. They was really black. Can you tell your black people I'm cool? Like, they gonna start saying that.
They doing it right now.
Start saying that.
Yo, they do that in this country
Just
right
wait.
now.
I want to see white people say, look, man, I get my Social Security. I get my Section 8. I don't care about nobody else. Look at them black people. Look where they live. That's what I want to hear.
That's what's up.
I want to hear. I'm sick and tired of just trying to look at what they're doing and trying to be like them. I'm tired of trying to be like them when their entire history has been trying to be like us.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Their whole history has been trying to be like us. Trying to be powerful like we were.
Like we are, not we're. We just don't know our own strength right now.
The problem is, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? What we are doing right now, we going backwards in our own evolution, in our own history, in our own, we're going backwards, we de-evolving. The reason why? Because we think this European lifestyle is so freaking great. It isn't. Our history, the Caribbean, Africa, we don't send our parents to a nursing home.
Never.
True. They stay there until they die. They stay home until they die.
And they get buried in the
We take care of our aunts, we take care of our uncles, we take care of everybody home. You know what I'm saying? Here, mama forgot my birthday? Nah, send her home. Send her over there. Send her over there. We ain't gonna even gotta see her no more. We don't live like that. No.
Thank you. You too.
All right, take care, my brother.
Oh, that was awesome. I can't wait to hear. Yeah, I can't wait to hear.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for staying stick to this time. And you guys can see, especially like I said from the first part of this video, how this guy went all hell loose. Jesus, I can tell you for a fact that if this was said by a white woman, this black African guy will literally agree and be like, yeah, you guys are right. You guys are the owner of America. Yeah, you guys. But because it came out from black American woman, yeah, all hell went loose. What is so wrong about the statement that she said by just getting a blue passport? For just one simple statement, this guy unleashed. And it is now more irritating to see a lot of Africans in his comment section saying, oh, we're proud of you. Yes, this is what you're supposed to be doing. We love you, bro. We do this, we do that. Making him see that what he's doing is absolutely right. Instead of telling him, stop this diaspora war. We do not need this. Am I going to be talking about the other clips in this video? Why is it that every single thing we have tried, some of we as Africans have tried to bring peace and unity, we have some of this delusional mindset ones that will come scatter every single work? Bro, that was too much. It was too much for just a mere statement. Africans, we should come to that point where we do not need to be the problem of Black Americans. We already have a lot of issues to deal with. We already have a lot of things that we have done to these said people. Let's even assume that you want to address her, going to the point of calling her single mom, lazy. That is why they prefer to push their husbands away so that they can be getting paychecks for children care and so on and so forth. Honestly, that really breaks my heart, especially hearing that coming from an African guy. Not only an African guy, that guy sounds Nigeria. And that is why it's looking more like if they should be calling 3, 4, or top 10 Africans that have really messed up with Black Americans, that have really done bad thing, bad attitude, bad characters with Black Americans, there is no way they are going to just strip off our name. People like this are the cause. Look at the other clips. Some of them went to the point of saying, why do we need to apologize to Black Americans? But Black Americans took their time to apologize to you. I did that particular video. They humbled themselves. It is something to know that this thing you're doing is wrong. It is another thing to open your mouth to say, I am sorry. We literally do not need this, especially in 2020. We don't need bad energy. We don't need energy that will take us back to where we are coming from. And later on, a lot of you guys just want to sit out there and want Black Americans to support you guys. Let me just be honest. Black Americans have been a lot of support system to Africans. Go to TikTok live streams. Go and see what is happening on TikTok live streams. Go and see people supporting. Black Americans support a whole lot because they have a kind, soft heart. This is just to mention but a few. But anyways, it's cool. It's well. Let me know what you think about this video. Like I said, credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you that have subscribed, like, comments, and also drop super thanks. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have joined my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. Just let me know your honest opinion in the comment section about this particular video. Anyways, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Africans, please, please don't scatter what we are trying to build.